little bit closer, I guess. Oh well. Guess we'll figure out that issue when it comes in. Oh, Caleb, thanks for joining in, man. It's been nice to see you. So I'm gonna occasionally look over to my left. You're right to me, but I have a second screen set up so I can see my chat a little bit. But yeah, Caleb, thanks for coming along. And I guess as well, I'll be using my phone as well to try and send some chat messages through chat as well to make it a little easier. But let's get started. As you can see, there's my normal save file, 100%, and my New Game Plus save file is 44% because I'm just trying to breeze through the story as quick as possible. I have a feeling, I'm trying to think, where I am now is where my health is. Sweet, I'm going to be listening to this while I work. Dude, Caleb, thank you so much for joining in anyway. It's been a while since I streamed, but thanks again. Man, if you guys are looking for some awesome artwork, go check him out. He's got amazing art. Cartoon Caleb on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. He's got amazing artwork. Go check it out. He's done a few pieces for my channel. He's done some thumbnails, and he's done some other things, so definitely go check him out.
We have footage from a guy at a coffee shop. Looks like he hopped into a black sedan after the crash.
Okay,
Let me finish. We have a partial plate, and one of my patrol guys just found a matching plate. Black sedan in a parking lot near Canal and Hudson.
You're a good cop, Yuri. I'm on my way.
I'm just trying to remember. I'm pretty sure where I'm located right now is where my health pops up, so I have to be careful.
Dr. Michaels? How are you calling?
Borrowed one of Sable's radios. Listen, transit hubs are the most likely release points for Devil's Breath. Airports, bus terminals, train stations. It'll spread like wildfire from there.
Why the hell is Oscorp developing a bioweapon in the city? Shouldn't this be in an Arctic bunker?
Devil's Breath is personal for Norman. It's been his obsession for decades. The project breaks every state and federal regulation on the books.
Need to listen to something to keep yourself from going crazy? Eh, that happens. I listen to some music sometimes or play video games, but understandable.
Why are you telling me all this? Aren't you just as culpable as Norman?
Yes.
That was a bad point jump.
But Lee's actions have been a wake-up call. We've ignored the project's risks for too long. I trust you, Spider-Man. You're the only one trying to do the right thing. Please, protect the city from our mistakes.
No fall damage.
Need response to a break-in. Incident was reported near the meatpacking district.
Damn, Devil's Breath is gone. I should call MJ and warn her.
I didn't know that was actually his wife. Thanks for that fun fact, Caleb. I didn't know that. So Yuri's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal's wife. Who the voice of Spider-Man's wife is the voice of the voice of the cop Yuri. That's cool. Too many Yuris in that one sentence. It says 3 watching, so technically it's only 2. And of course, an MJ stage. While we're actually paused here, I want to show you guys something real quick that a friend of mine actually showed me. So if you want to either listen or not listen to the J. Jonah Jameson podcast, you can actually turn them off in the audio settings. I found that fascinating. Like, I like listening to them, but if I'm just doing this, I don't really need to hear them every so often, because you have to stop and listen to them because they randomize every so often when you play it again.
Standish said the demons are looking for something at GCT. But what could they possibly need here? Should probably call Peter and let him know what I'm doing. Actually, scratch that. He'd probably just tell me to go home and chain myself to my laptop. I'll just check things out quick and let him know what I find.
Didn't know MJ was Batman. She has detective vision. Get out of my way, NPCs.
This Gaia microbe dispersal device releases specially formulated microbes into the atmosphere, and in turn leaves out oceans and rivers cleaner than
Competition between J.K. Simmons and R&D Paul. That'd be an interesting J. Jonah Jameson competition.
I'll explain later. Listen, Lee's going to release the Devil's Breath.
You gotta get out of there.
He's not gonna do it until Norman Osborn gets here.
responsible by forcing him to release the devil's breath himself.
Sort of makes sense, in a twisted, psychotic way.
Okay, I'm here. Coming into the terminal now.
How is MJ talking to Peter? Like, where's her phone?
Why don't they just... Looks like he's got some drones patrolling. Guess he's prepared.
Unless she has like an earpiece in or something. Like, how's she talking to him?
Can you see a safe exit point?
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Southwest corner.
On my way.
Would've been funny if I could change my suit during this, but no.
If I get any closer, the drones will spot me.
See that tablet I'm looking at? That controls the drones.
Think you can snag it?
Yes, if you can distract them and not get shot.
I'm ready. Tell me when.
Okay, I'm ready.
Incoming.
你想耍我吗？
Okay, move.
Dun 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 dun.
They're not gonna take me without a fight.
Wait!
What are you doing?
Let's all...
Skipping cinematic.
They're coming. Jump over the railing.
Uh-oh. Drones.
Get to cover. You still got that tablet?
Yeah,
Better work fast.
okay, I got this. Come on, come on.
Another cinematic to skip.
I don't like this. There's too many of them.
And let's start taking them out. Quietly. That did it. Grab him.
Wait till he's over. Oh, I grabbed that one first. Hey, what you doing up there? We just popped out of existence.
Take him out.
See if you can break up that group.
I'm gonna try and separate them. Do it. Now.
MJ, did you know Lee would be here?
Not exactly.
What do you mean?
I thought something might happen, but not like this.
Why didn't you tell me? I thought we were partners.
Hey, partners trust each other, Peter.
What do you mean? I trust you.
Yeah, when I'm sitting at home behind a laptop.
Oh, come on.
Can we please get back to saving the city here? Take him. Take him out.
There we go. Get that one. Oh, I thought I got caught for a second. I was like, wait a minute, why is the game kind of frozen? Okay.
Gotta get past him.
I'm ready.
Wait!
I mean, that was kind of my fault, but it wouldn't let me capture the one guy. Ay. Okay. Oh, good.
Past him.
I'm ready.
Start the timer.
Can I just play as Spider-Man now?
Now's your chance.
Keep him busy. I'll take care of the Devil's Breath.
You know what you're doing?
No. That's never stopped me before. Oh, okay. Looks like the blue is connected to the battery, and yellow to a fan. Red one has a little exclamation mark.
Okay, you'll want to detach the wires from the battery first. Trace the wires to the other end and unplug them from there.
Okay, unplug the wires from the battery.
Okay. So, oop, nope, that way. This. How am I supposed to just? Oh wait, right there. That one?
Pull the first wire.
Now the second one.
Oops, too fast.
What? The timer just changed to 30 seconds.
Ah, it's a collapsing circuit.
What comes next? The fan?
Yes, then the last wire.
Okay, now the red one. Got it.
You did it. Wow.
That was easy enough.
Now let's get these people out of here. I could use a little Spidey help. You ready?
Right, now it's time to play the real game.
Right. I'll clear a path.
Will do.
Yeah, my face is blocking the health, so we're gonna change that real quick. Excuse me. That's better. Now I'm down here, so I can actually see my health. Alright, let's see if I can do some stealth takedowns first and foremost.
Gotta be careful or the hostages will get hurt. Nap time.
Okay, so far so good. I love doing the stealth takedowns. Let's get this guy's attention.
Why is Lee so hell-bent on terrorizing New York?
And then we'll just do a web strike takedown on the other guy once I get close to him.
Sleep it off.
Oh no, I activated MrByo accidentally. Please go away. Okay, good.
Fisk never would have taken hostages like this.
I would have ruined my cover.
Starting to miss him. Literally didn't see that coming.
Haven't been noticed yet. That's a good sign. Come on, a little bit closer. Bingo.
Just need to take out a few more. Then it'll be safe for you to move.
Hurry!
Ooh, ouch. Oh my gosh. The ragdoll physics are something else in this game. Oh man. Okay. How many more do we got? We got a big bruiser, we have a few normal grunts, it looks like. Let's get a little bit closer. Okay.
Okay, MJ, time to go.
Copy that. Everyone, follow me!
铁杆门子的，拿下蜘蛛侠。
MJ, did you make it out?
Yeah, everyone's safe.
Good job.
Hey, Peter,
Yeah?
when you're done in there, we should talk.
Yeah, we should.
But first, find me and kick his ass.
Feel bad for anyone who's on the...
准备火箭筒。快上路！
Okay, guys, trivia time.
Oh, crud, that was
You know
close.
Grand Central has the largest basement in New York City? Crazy, right? You can fit half the Brooklyn Bridge down there. Ah, I agree. You sure don't make them like they used to. That's old school New York gumption for you.
我要下列车，活捉蜘蛛侠。收到，经过门进去。
His escape plan is to use the train. Can't let him get away.
Where'd that rocket come from? Oh, right there.
That must be where Lee is.
Which way?
Train moving. Lee's getting away.
Ah, it's this fight. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad.
Sorry I'm late.
As you notice, I'm using the advanced suit from Far From Home as my costume because I like that suit a lot.
Why are you doing this?
Paying off an old debt.
Okay, so I was not a big reader of when Mr. Negative was in the comics. I wasn't a big reader during that time, but what exactly are his powers? Because it looks like he can do energy absorption, but I don't know his exact power scale, so what is it exactly, if anybody knows?
Better keep my distance.
Oh, no, I gotta keep my distance, that's right.
Better wait for an opening. Time to get close and finish this.
Ooh, that was a little closer than I thought. Oh, that was a ceiling jump,
He's getting
okay.
tired. Now's my chance. You're sick. Let me help you, Martin.
Did I tell you somebody told me I look like Tom? You kind of do, yeah. Like, you kind of do look like Tom Holland a little bit, Caleb. It's not like 1-for-1 exact, but it's pretty close actually. Probably like fraternal twins or cousins. I almost missed that. Oop. Oop. Okay. Oh nope, that was that one.
I don't want to hurt you.
Nothing can hurt me. Not anymore.
Oh, also that was that's another thing actually. So you can actually turn off QuickTime events too, wherever it is. I don't know where it's at. I think it's accessibility. Yeah, you can turn off the QTEs completely, which I found fantastic for this playthrough.
No brakes?
Here's your Spider-Man 2 reference. That was so comically fast.
That totally worked last time. Yuri, they still doing construction on 42nd and 1st?
Street's closed for another month. Why?
Yeah, there was your Spider-Man 2 reference, everybody, if you liked that. I should have switched to the Raimi costume for that bit.
Next stop, prison.
Okay. While we're at this loading screen, actually, so there are going to be minor spoilers, so if you haven't played the game, watch at your own risk. But this game's been out for probably almost a year, I think, or a little bit more, so there's that. But still, if you haven't played it, watch at your own risk. There are heavy spoilers. I'm not a big fan of the Raimi suit. I think it's the gray lines around the suit. I mean, the Raimi suit is nice and all. It's not my favorite, but it's a decent one. Alright. What do we gotta do now?
You did it. Lee's off to the raft. The Devil's Breath is safe with Sable. How do you feel?
How do I feel? How much time do you have?
Not much. Heroics for you means paperwork for me. But I just wanted to say, good job.
Thanks, Yuri. I kinda needed that.
Alright. What's next on the docket?
All this time with Lee, I've been ignoring the city. Time to get back to being a friendly neighborhood Spidey.
Excuse me. And I'm going to continue to ignore the city because I don't need to do it on this playthrough. It just said for the trophy list I have to complete it on Ultimate Difficulty and complete New Game Plus, so I don't need to do all the side quests. I already 100% of the game on my normal playthrough. I don't need the experience or anything. I don't need the extra tokens because I have all the suits, all the gadgets are fully leveled up. You can't see the last one because my face is covering it, but all my gadgets leveled up. I have all the skills. So Tombstone is... okay, that's the side mission. Ouch. Yeah, but I don't need any tokens for the suits because I have all of them. So if you haven't seen these suits, we're gonna go through some of them right now. So this is the one you get after the beginning mission, after you come back and this suit is damaged, your classic suit. And this is the suit you wear beforehand. Obviously you have your noir suit, Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly's original costume. This is my favorite costume. It's kind of neat looking, but it's weird. The negative suit, the Stark suit, which is from Far Homecoming, which is another good costume. The Secret War suit, Spider Armor. There's like 3 or 4 different Spider Armors. Spider-Punk, the Wrestler costume, Fear itself, which is from a short-lived comic series that was in like the late 2000s. I want to say like 2008 or so. And then you have the Stealth Big Time suit, which is from the Big Time storyline. You have the other Mark III Spider Armor, Spirit Spider. This is one Ghost Rider kind of possessed Spider-Man for a bit. Then you have the Mark IV Spider suit, which was in the 3rd run of the Amazing Spider-Man series. That was after Doc Ock and Peter switched minds. The Velocity suit, which is a game exclusive, I think. Iron Spider from Avengers and Far From Home. Then you have Miguel O'Hara's suit, his second suit. The vintage comic book suit, Last Stand, which was my go-to during my normal game playthrough, the undies, which is just funny, the Homemade suit, which is from Homecoming as well. This is Kane's outfit from the comics when he came back. Spider UK, so the British Spider-Man. I forget, that's the universe that MrByo says he's from. This is his universe. The Resilient suit, I don't know where this is from originally. The Dark suit is in this game. You get this from Black Cat. The Anti-Ox suit you get at the end of the game. More spider armor. The original Iron Spider. The Spider Clan, which is from like a short-lived Spider-Man manga, which is pretty cool. Then Aaron Aikman, I don't remember this Spider-Man. I remember reading about him, but I don't remember it. Cyborg Spider-Man. Then you have the upgraded suit. You have Future Foundation, which was when Johnny Storm died in the comics, and then Spider-Man became a part of the Fantastic Four. Bombastic Bagman. The Raimi suit, as I said. Then you have Into the Spider-Verse, so you can be that Peter Parker. And then you have the Stealth suit, so you can be Night Monkey. So a lot of cool suits, in all honesty. I'll stop this. Stop the thugs here, why not?
Gentlemen, afraid I've got to ask you to leave the store. Fist brought all the small-timers out of the woodwork.
Alright.
Police are on their way. And so am I.
Super jump. See, I don't really care about the side mission right now. I just want to get to the main mission so I can get this over with. Because I've been sitting on this trophy for God knows how long until I completed the 100% story mode for my normal playthrough. I think that's the Empire State Building. My landmarks in New York aren't that good. I'm pretty sure this is the Empire State Building. I could be wrong. Oh, yeah, this is the Empire State. Yep. Okay. Boop.
Okay, I think things are sort of under control. Maybe I should put in some Peter Parker time at the lab.
Alright, so I almost fell really hard there. Yeah, just fast travel. Get there quicker. Alright. I love this fast travel system, like just Spider-Man on the subway, it's hilarious. Alright.
Hello? Parker!
Skip the cinematic.
Impressive. Little error, though. Voltage spike. See if that works.
And also, I think this is given to you regardless of your New Game Plus or not. You can also skip the mini games here, which just makes it faster for me to get through the game. Yeah, Doc's not going to listen to him at all with the symptoms.
Hi, Miles. I just wanted to...
But yeah, Peter must have like those, he must have like took the fabric from those touch finger gloves or something that we have and put them into his own suit.
Check on Miles.
Because that's the only way he can navigate his phone like that.
I just wanted to see how you're doing with the news about Lee. Look, if you didn't want to...
Look, story progression is nice and all, but I just want to keep playing. I already know the story. For people who don't, sorry. This isn't going to be a whole playthrough of the game. All right.
Captain Watanabe, leave a message.
Yuri, where are you? Call me when you get this. I just hope the Devil's Breath is still there. And still secure. If the demons got to that truck, this just went from bad to catastrophic.
Nah, the only landmark nearby is the police department, so I might as well take it. Oh, excuse me. I haven't seen this one before, actually. This one I've seen when he's talking to the fake Spider-Man, when he's jamming out on the boombox, when someone's falling asleep on him, and when he's scrolling through his phone and the guy next to him is reading the newspaper, and when he's standing holding the railing above him. I haven't seen that one before though, when he's just looking out the window. That was a new one. Oh, what are we at? Campaign progression 47%. Okay, so we're almost halfway through of the story.
Even bigger problems.
Rikers?
We have to hurry. Hop on.
What happened?
It was a coordinated attack. Must have been planned from the outside.
This is when we meet the Sinister Six.
We're minutes away from every prisoner and Rikers walking right up 5th Avenue.
What about the raft?
Should be okay. It's a Supermax facility. Better security and a separate power grid.
Good. What about the Devil's Breath?
Sable's handling it.
Do you trust them?
Do I have a choice?
Uh-oh. You should have worn your seatbelt.
Why didn't he just steer the car away from the gas tank?
Take him out! Hurry!
I'm on it. Spider-Man!
I pressed dodge, but okay. Ouch.
I think you guys need a little more plan in your escape.
Okay, how does he not get shocked from that? I don't understand that.
Damn it! They got into the armory.
Is that bad? That sounds bad.
It means some of the inmates are armed with rocket launchers.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm on it.
Okay, that was a little close there, buddy.
You guys go back we can forget this ever happened.
Of course I jump into the fire, come on.
Spider-Man, can you get to that rooftop? There's an officer calling for help up there.
On my way.
Can you get up there, please? Thank you.
Someone's trapped behind that door. Working on getting the power restored. Right, I'm on it. Hey, reported. Gotta take them all out. Look out!
It
can always get worse.
Attention down. Anyone compromised. Get out of there, guys.
Really? Another fun VA fact. Electro was played by Josh Keaton, who was Spidey in Spectacular Spider-Man. I actually knew that. But that is actually a cool fun fact, though, how they have two actors who play Spider-Man. Well, they have an actor who played Spider-Man as a villain. It's kind of ironic how, here's a fun fact for you, in the reboot series of Ben 10, Yuri Lowenthal, who played the teenage Ben from Alien Force up to Omniverse, is the voice of Vilgax in the reboot. It's kind of interesting. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. That quote is never more relevant in a voice actor's sense. Okay, why didn't you web the rocket and shoot it up to the sky? Now it's just gonna explode on the ground.
License and registration, please.
Okay, looks like things are somewhat under control.
I thought you said the raft was secure.
And there's Electro.
Everyone just quietly go back into your cell and lock the door behind you, okay? Please?
I'm gonna gut you, spider!
So this blue guy here is kind of like a subtle reference to the Mark Webb Amazing Spider-Man Electro, kinda. I was getting surrounded. I had to do that. I think that... oh no, still these two guys over here. Okay, sorry for hitting the mic.
That doesn't sound good. Surprise! What is he talking about?
Hey, what's your status?
Me? Just trapped in a...
Lost you for a second there. You okay?
Not really. Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose. What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost up. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
Oh, sometimes I usually get hit by that attack. I'm getting a little bit better. Oop, that one I dodged too early. Whoops. I did not know I had the suspension matrix still up. I thought I had my web shooters. Whoopsie. Whoa.
Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
Kinda sounded like Max Goof there for a little bit with that Brooklyn accent.
Gotta stop this guy.
So I remember this was like the gameplay we got teased one of the E3s. I never actually saw that. But the E3 was never a big event for me. Like I only got really behind it in my later life as a gamer. Okay, can't skip this. There's Vulture.
Vulture?
Long time no see. We're going to have so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Still with me, huh?
Oh, got stuck there a little bit.
I got the security cameras back online.
How's it look?
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped, including Martin Lee. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading to the city.
This is nuts.
Keep chasing. Party's almost over.
Ouch.
Electro, stop!
Alright, so I can't skip this cutscene, I guess.
How do you like my new suit? Dashing. Where'd you get it? It's an exclusive club.
Can I skip this or no? I can't, no. Alright, so, if you're watching this and you haven't played the game, so this is a big spoiler moment here for who is the 6th member of the Sinister Six. So, for the rest of this cutscene, don't watch. I'll tell you when to watch again once it's been revealed, I guess. But yeah, I can't skip it, or else I would.
Remember, he said not to kill him. Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want.
Yeah, we can't skip it. Oh well. No, I can't. I should have switched to the white spider suit for this scene. Yeah, I still can't skip it. Okay, so keep looking away if you haven't seen the game yet.
First and final warning.
Still can't. That's interesting.
Stay out of
I guess because this is like a pivotal scene, you can't skip it. That's weird to me.
Each of you has a job to do. Your debts will be repaid when we're done. Go!
Nope, still can't skip.
There he is!
Alright, so for those of you that didn't play the game, you can watch again, or unmute if you did that. I don't know how you're gonna know that though, whatever. But yeah, there's a big spoiler heavy there.
By Sable International, who maintain tight security over all.
That was a weird jump cut.
Is yet to provide evidence.
Excuse me.
Dr. Octavius. Why? How did I let this happen?
Just got a call from the hospital. They said you went AWOL.
I need to get back to work.
The doctor said you still have 14 broken bones.
Which means I have 192 non-broken ones. Thanks for taking care of me, by the way.
The hard part was keeping you hidden from Satan. They've branded you a priority target, you know.
I humbly accept the honor. What is happening to our city, Yuri?
I don't know.
That's something I don't get exactly. Like, why did Sable mark Spider-Man as an enemy because of this? Like, I don't fully understand that.
World. Maybe it is.
For someone who has 14 broken bones, they don't play any differently. Oop. As I ran to the... Oh, God.
Good. There's gangs of escaped prisoners
Ouch.
together and taking
Let me
over entire
swing
city
away.
blocks. Looting, strong-arming local residents, you name it.
I'll take care of him. What else you got?
The mayor told Silver Sable to do whatever it takes to find Lee and Octavius. So she's just rounding people up indiscriminately, holding them captive in bases around the city. I've even heard rumors of enhanced interrogation tactics.
You mean torture? Don't worry, I'm on it. This is our city, Yuri. It's time we take it back.
Great. My men are tracking the supervillains. I'll update you when we make progress. For now, do your best to stay...
Peter, I've been trying to reach you all day. Are you okay?
That was abrupt, but
Prison
okay.
break turned the city upside down overnight.
Is there... I think that's the One World Trade Center. You know what?
There's no obligation to bring you in alive.
If I stop the convicts first, the Sable guys will shoot at me. Then if I stop Sable first, the convicts might get away. Just once I'd like an easy choice.
How about I don't do it?
Better keep my ears perked in case they pop back up.
What's this?
Peter, I've been trying to reach you all day. Are you okay? The prison break turned the city upside down overnight.
I'm fine, May.
So, okay, that was weird. It played that, but then it didn't continue forward. Like, why did it stop?
I'm more worried about you.
Oh no, don't you do that. This is the safest place in the city right now. Our sister locations uptown, not so much. But we're safe and secure down here.
Let's hope it stays that way. I'll stop by when I can, May. Love you.
You too, Peter.
All units, getting multiple reports of muggings perpetrated by armed suspects. Officers needed at Tribeca. Please copy.
Okay then, that was weird. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think this is One World Trade Center. I think I'm wrong, though. Okay, now I can walk on it? That was weird. Okay then. Do I have to do these things like that? I guess I have to do these. Oh no, there we go.
Spider-Man, the Raft MVPs are back on.
There we go. I did not want to do any of those side missions. And here's the different one. When you're during this part of the arc, he has to travel outside of the subway train because Sable's inside armed forces. It's kind of neat.
Spider-Man, the Raft MVPs are back on the grid, laying siege to our police precincts. My men need your help. Now. Get to a vantage point in Midtown and I'll explain.
On my way. Is it Octavius?
No. 2 of his flunkies. Still searching for the doctor. I have to be honest. That one scares me. Might be the smartest supervillain I've ever encountered.
Okay, Captain. Got eyes on. Fill me in.
Rhino's assaulting the Upper West Precinct. Electro's at the Upper East. We need you to turn the tide. Head to either. They're both equally screwed.
Which one's close? That one's closer. I can't fast travel during this, can I? Nope. Okay. Down we go.
13. Officers are taking sniper fire. Reported location is Murray Hill.
Peter, are you available? We need help at Feast's sister site uptown.
The Veterans Center in Harlem. What's wrong?
Men from Rikers are demanding food and supplies. The staff are barricaded inside, but they need help. Miles and I are headed there to evacuate the staff.
Don't do anything until I get there, May. I'll meet you in Harlem. May sounds exhausted. I really hope she isn't sick. I need to help Yuri, then get to Harlem. Yuri, I'm nearing the Upper East Precinct.
Good. Electro and the demons are boxing my men in. The setup stuff is complicated. You'll understand when you get there.
Yuri Watanabe, master of suspense.
Man, if only the Avengers weren't in San Francisco during all this. They'd be helpful.
This isn't good. Transformers are charging the building, trapping the police inside. Yuri, complicated was an understatement. I'm gonna have to disable these transformers to free your men.
Even if you manage that, they'll still need your help with the demons.
That's why I'm here, ready to serve all your electricity and demon-related needs. How did they even get that thing? 2 down, 3 to go. Man, I did not miss dealing with Electro's elaborate supervillain antics while he was in the raft. Trapping the police with a network of energy transformers? Who does that? Great. 2 left. Only 1 more.
Just take a beating and keep going.
Police are free, but demons aren't backing down. Need to lend a hand.
Ouch.
Yuri, your men are safe. What's next?
Get to the Upper West Side. We're trying to shelter civilians, but Rhino isn't making it easy.
He never does. On my way. Miles left a voicemail.
Pete! Hey, Pete. Hey, May wanted me to call you. Things at the Veteran Center are not good. Convicts are trying to break down the doors. Mary Jane's here, but we're getting people out of the basement. We need more help. I hope you can get here soon.
I need to finish with the precincts fast and get to Harlem.
That makes me wonder, like, even if you do these battles perfectly, like, do you still get those messages, I wonder?
All units, officer presence needed to subdue a riot. Officers needed in the area of Columbia.
Alright.
to even the odds.
If those barricades fall, the people inside are done for.
That does it. I'm using my spider bro because this is annoying.
Never seen Rhino walk away from a fight. He must be working on orders from Dr. Octavius, making quick hit and runs on the city's emergency response teams.
I love all those Taskmaster presents. Like, wait a minute.
There are easier ways to ask for an autograph. Jetpacks. I thought it was a good idea to give these guys jetpacks. Guys, we're on the same team. At least wait to attack me till after we take out the convicts. Anyone else feeling very 1984 right now? Oh, just me? Come on, anybody?
Sable soldiers are so annoying.
That's it for Sable's airborne commandos. Now to mop up the rest of the Rikers escapees.
push him off the freaking ledge. I don't care at this moment.
Yuri, precinct is secure.
That was a
And
mess.
I just found out what it means to be Sable's priority target. Not fun.
That'll teach you to piss off international mercenaries.
Guess so. Okay, I need to sign off for a bit. Call me if things go south.
Will do. And thanks. You've given us a fighting chance.
Okay.
That was a freaking headache.
Sister site in Harlem and help May.
Peter, thank God. We need you in the Veterans Center. Where are you?
I got held up. Are you okay? What's happening?
The convicts started a fire. We got the building staff out, but May and Miles are trapped inside. I'm trying to find a way into them, but the fire's spreading so fast.
Stay where you are, MJ. I'll handle this. Damn it. Move it, Pete. Move!
Douglas, stable control. Boss wants an update on your status.
May! May!
Here!
The city feels a little more under control. Miles is watching Feast, MJ is tracking a devil's breath here. Time for me to focus on finding Otto, stopping whatever he has planned. Yuri, we need to start tracking the big boys. Still no leads on Octavius?
No, nothing. Forensics didn't even do a sweep of Times Square. Everyone in that department but the intern is sick.
I might be able to turn something up. Let you know what I find.
Here's the Ghostbusters fire hall.
You know what I like about you, kid?
Ugh, Taskmaster, seriously?
Gee, thanks, creepy stalker guy.
Call me Taskmaster.
Cause you keep leaving me tasks? That's kinda on the nose.
There's a group of mercenaries committing crimes across the city.
These mercenaries wouldn't happen to be your mercenaries, would they?
No. All I know is they're getting paid well for their work.
Spider-Man.
75 minutes ago. Okay. It's been streaming for a little bit.
Thought you might need one, officer.
You don't know the half of
I think after this mission I'll be done for the night.
Devil's breath stuff. Forensics is having a hell of a time.
News reports say this is where Otto released Devil's Breath. Some residue on this sign. Maybe I can isolate it.
Time for the automatic hack.
AT-rich leader sequence. This looks promising.
I really need like an actual space. I'm in my bedroom right now. I need like a chair or something. My neck hurts.
Should be able to track the dispersal path now. Trail goes in a few directions. Need to find the right one.
How long is it gonna be closed for? Really can't say, sir. Spooky.
Not this way. Should try another vapor trail. Vapor trail heads up that building.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Trail leads down into those vents. What was Otto doing up here? There should be a door or an access hatch around here. Well, this is moody. Must be some way to hit the lights. there be light. Whoa. Was Otto using this as a staging ground? Chaos of the prison break would have been perfect cover to move in. What's this now? Otto must have used this map to plan, but it's blank. Unless there's something here I'm missing. UV bulb. Huh, nothing happened. Must be a way to get that lamp on. There we go. Hidden markings. Otto's tasked the villains to destroy Oscorp holdings throughout the city. He's trying to... Seems like the last stage of the plan. What's Vulture doing in Times Square? Electro's disabling Oscorp. Rhino's targeting Oscorp. Scorpion must be trying to poison the... Lee's going after the Devil's Breath anti-serum. Using something called Icarus? Electro. Total live wire. Looks like Otto recorded messages for his crew.
Max, when you first conveyed your dream to me, I thought you insane. Pure energy.
Electro's big pipe dream is to become pure energy. Doc actually managed to modify his harness to get a little closer to that goal. Old man Vulture. Power source for Vulture's wings gave him spinal cancer. And Otto's developing an experimental treatment to save him.
Interesting.
Adrian, what bitter irony that your miraculous wings should have brought such horrors on your body. Thankfully, you are now working for me. When our work is settled, the treatment I've developed will cure you.
Mac Gargan, aka Scorpion, aka Crazy Pants McCrazy.
It's rare for me to admit this, Mr. Gargan. Clearing your debts was more difficult than I anticipated. You're in arrears to some demanding it.
Scorpion's helping Otto in exchange for a clean slate. Criminal record expunged? Gambling debts erased? Good old Rhino. My second favorite Russian.
Who's his first?
Alexei, I've followed your career with great interest. The world sees you.
Otto developed a corrosive to free Rhino from his suit. A certain government agency spent years trying and failing to do that. Only took Otto a few days. Looks like Otto's been studying Sable's tech for weaknesses.
Norman. Feel like I can't turn around without seeing his face. He smiles for the cameras, collects his accolades.
Icarus. This is it.
Hello, Spider-Man. We've never been properly introduced. I'm
Otto Octavius. There is no Icarus, is there?
No. Martin needs no assistance to secure the anti-serum. Icarus was a ruse to get you into position.
Into position?
Need a lift? So refreshing to work for a man like Octavius. Backup plans for his backup plan.
Why does Vulture's voice actor sound familiar to me?
Are you okay? What's happening?
This is like a reference to the comics when Green Goblin did this to Peter.
Listen, Lee's gunning for the anti-serum. We need to find Oscorp's Devil's Breath lab before he does.
On it right now. Pull up every building permit in the city. If there's a record in the lab, I'll find it.
That's great. Okay, talk soon, MJ.
Man, it's kind of hard for me not to hear, because I just rewatched all of Ben 10 up to Omniverse, so Ben 10, Alien Force, Ultimate Alien. It's hard not to hear him as just Ben and not Peter Parker / Spider-Man now. That's my dumb brain. Okay, so once I defeat Vulture and Electro, that'll be it for tonight then, gang. My neck's starting to hurt. I need to lay down.
Softened him up. Time for plan B.
Teamwork's beautiful, ain't it? Helping you reach those unattainable goals. Like killing Spider-Man.
Electro. You really grew in prison, didn't you? Miss me, now you got it. You know what? Forget I said anything. Need to get in close and do some real damage. I can damage him if I web the transformer. Hey, you're up! No, Adrian, it's me, Spider-Man!
What are you babbling about?
Nobody ever gets my jokes.
That was a Rocky reference.
Tonight, insect.
Oh wait, now I recognize the voice. That's the voice actor for Dr. Animo in Ben 10. That's why I recognize it. It's like, wait a minute, that line he just said about something to Spider-Man. Like, I recognized it now.
Spider-Man! I must break you.
Oh, okay, so Electro got the Rocky reference, apparently.
You got it! You got my joke! I'm so happy I can almost stop fighting! Almost! Gotta be honest, liked it better when you two were loners.
Amazing what a little teamwork can achieve, ain't it?
The vigor of youth, the wisdom of experience, a fine pairing.
Just like oil and water, sure. How am I feeling?
God, it's hard to see when you're out of that action cam.
Next time you're mine. Watch your fire! Need to catch my breath. Take over, Electro.
No problem, Pete.
One last piece of VA trivia for tonight. The voice actors of MJ and Kingpin are married. Yeah, Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham. Neat. I knew that was Laura Bailey. I didn't know who Kingpin's voice actor was, but that's cool. So, they're married. Thanks for the trivia, Caleb. Alright, so Electro's... Oh, they're both almost finished.
He doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, we got this.
Again, hate to be the pessimist, but I don't think you guys are assessing this situation accurately.
Tired, Spider?
Ah!
Nothing more than luck.
Okay, Electro should be done then soon.
One down, one to go. How many times have we done this dance, Adrian? A dozen? 2 dozen?
Once too many.
them all.
There we go, that should be it. Okay.
What's happening?
Electro's been grounded.
All right. Alright, so it's about 9:41 in Eastern Standard Time now, where I'm at. So we've been streaming for about 88 minutes, according to YouTube. So we're probably gonna just cut it off here for tonight. Had a lot of fun. And I want to thank my friend for popping in and actually giving me some tasteful, helpful trivia and all that. And it was a lot of fun. Hopefully, possibly sometime either next week, or maybe even Sunday evening, maybe, or Sunday, no, probably sometime in the early week, so like sometime in the weekday, like late or early afternoon, we can do another stream, because I just need to finish through this, power through it, get my last get the last platinum for this, for the New Game Plus, and then we can move on to another game, maybe some more Kingdom Hearts streaming. I know I'm trying to work on Uncharted 3 and 4, so that's another one. But we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks again for coming along. I'll be back sometime this week maybe, or next week. We'll see. Caleb, thank you again for popping in. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Take care. VOD will be up in a few seconds, so we'll see what happens. See ya.